All right, so I'm giving my post-game reaction on the German women's team from the FIFA 2023 Women's World Cup. Germany has been eliminated, unfortunately. As you can see, I'm a Germany fan. And I was concerned about this particular roster because based on the performance from the last Euros, although the team played collectively well, they came up short in the Euros. I was always concerned and seeing some of these newer players come in that don't have as much experience and intertwine with some of the experienced players, and seeing how that transition is going to go from, the last roster from the Euros all the way to the World Cup. And I was looking for who's going to be the next player or collective players to step up and support Pop, because Pop is always going to be the center of attention from opposing teams, as she should. And I didn't see, the collectiveness from those players. I mean, in Morocco, the team looked great, but that was one game. I was like, let's see what they do against Colombia, who has, I think, better speed and a little bit more physical. And when that game came, you didn't see that result, right? So I'm looking, going forward, I'm looking to see what players are going to be able to support Pop, in the future. And Pop is getting older, so in the next World Cup, I believe she'll be like 36. So we'll see if she comes back and play. Hopefully she does. She's a very good player, but we need other players to step up, these younger players especially. And that's what's going to make the German team get back to its form and expectations. Now, I will say the FIFA rankings, I don't really buy into the FIFA rankings, because I feel like when the world is ranked internationally, they don't play each other enough to really have an assessment of that. These rankings are based on name brand, past success, and expectations for the future. But the reality is, no one could have predicted based on the rankings that Morocco would advance out of the group. Morocco would have beat Colombia. Like, nobody would have expected that. And that goes to show these rankings are just a number. I mean, at the end of the day, these players, all these teams in the World Cup are the best of the best in their respective continents, and they took the top seeded teams and put them all in a pot. It is up for grabs every year, especially with players, playing more across the board in other countries and playing at higher levels, and then coming back to their national teams and getting that exposure and experience. The game is a little bit more even out now than it was in past, and that goes to the Men's World Cup as well. So I don't really buy into those rankings like that. I understand that it can go either way on any given day. I will say the friendly matches when Germany lost to Zambia, a lot of people were just disappointed at that and was concerned from that game on to the World Cup. Me, I don't take friendly matches with a grain of salt because they're just exhibition games. I was concerned about this in the Euros, in the competitive games, more than a friendly loss. And I said the same thing back then in the Euros. So I do believe the future is bright for Germany. Let's see how we bounce back. And as always, auf geht's, Deutschland.